A pleasant morning, students. Welcome to today's English revision class. So, in this video, we are going to see the steps to write Unit Test 1 as well as the question pattern of Unit Test 1. As the CBSE has revised the curriculum of the academic year 2020 to 21, so I just want to enlighten you. Okay, the question pattern of Unit Test 1 as well as the steps to write the exam. Okay, so first thing, okay, 5 tips for exam revision. So next week you are going to write your Unit Test 1. So start early. That's the reason we teachers had started the revision from this Monday, isn't it? So we planned a separate schedule and we are giving you revisions. So try to cooperate with us, okay, and try to revise whatever the teacher insists. Try to revise it on time. Okay, so start early. So don't leave it to last minute and start revising a couple of weeks before your exams to give your brain the time to observe. But you have only this week alone, so do it sincerely. It will help you to gain good marks. So the first point you have to do is have to start early, and the second is plan your time. So failing to prepare is preparing to fail. So plan wisely. Make a schedule to document what you will revise and when. Okay, so whether the teacher is preparing a timetable or not, you have to prepare a timetable for yourself. As you people are studying in 9th standard, you should be some more responsible. Okay, so you just prepare. So today I'll study this chapter in English, and tomorrow I will totally for this unit test you have 2 prose as well as 1 poem. So on Monday I'll revise this, Tuesday I will revise this, Thursday I will revise this. So you have to plan well. Though I'm giving you some worksheets or any other posting any videos, you have to plan because you know well about yourself. So planning is very important. I want to highlight a quote from the life of Abraham Lincoln. When Abraham Lincoln once he said, if I had 8 hours to chop down a tree, I would spend 6 hours in sharpening my axe. So he told if he had 8 hours in chopping a tree, he'll spend 6 hours in sharpening the axe. It's because at once the axe gets sharpened, it's very easy to cut the tree. It's very easy to chop the tree. So the way, okay, the more you sharpening your brain, the more you revise, okay, it will be easy for you to crack the exam. Okay, dear students. And the third point, avoid your phone. I know very well that it's lockdown period and there is no other possible to learn without a technological gadgets like mobile phone, a laptop, but make sure you are using the phone for positive, okay, in a positive way. Okay, please don't try to cheat your parents. Okay, they believe you, they trusted you, and they gave this sort of facilities to you, so try to deserve it. Please stop playing mobile games. Please don't get addicted to those mobile games. This 1 week you should concentrate, okay, on your studies. So have that in mind. Avoid your phone. Not only phone, what are the things that you find that it's okay, you are addicted to it, just avoid that. Okay, maybe it's a movie or watching TV or cricket or PUBG or Clash of Clans, whatever it might be, but you should stop it. Okay, or watching Netflix, Amazon Prime, whatever it might be, please avoid those things. Okay, and try to give try to start the revision properly. And you can take breaks, and it doesn't mean all the 24 hours you have to sit and revise for the exam. No, not like that. You can take some short breaks. So your body needs rest in order to get stronger, and so does your brain. So be sure to take regular breaks during revision. Your mind will. Okay, and then above all, you need to practice. Athletes don't win gold without rigorous training, and neither will you. So if athlete he or she got a gold medal, so it won't happen all of a sudden. So they took such a lot of practice, such a lot of training. So actively practicing, okay, for example doing mock exams in the sense that we are giving you some revision tests. So be true to yourself and do it. Okay, can help to enforce the knowledge. So these are the 5 steps. Start early, plan your time, avoid your phone and TV, take breaks and practice. Okay, so let's see in detail about the steps that you have to follow while writing the unit test. Write down all the answers so that in exam your speed is maintained. So if it is 1.5 hour exam, you have to try to answer all the question. Ma'am, only 1.5 hour is there, I don't have enough time to complete all the exam, all the section. Don't say like that. Try to calculate the time, okay, and write down all the answers, okay, and try to maintain a proper speed. Use of good words, standard language, and legible writing will help you to get good marks. So the next thing you should remember is you have to present the paper presentation should be neat. Okay, a legible presentation. Some of you have a very poor handwriting, so please try to change it. It's time. God has given you plenty of time to change yourself, to improve yourself. So try to change the handwriting. Okay, and while you are writing story writing or else descriptive paragraph, on the day I gave you descriptive paragraph, out of 50% of you had written something about Stephen Hawking. But I had shown you in that previous video the expressions that you can use while describing a person, right? But most of you didn't use it, but utilize those words. So use good words, standard language, okay, and underline the important points to highlight. So if you are writing a detailed answer, underline the important points. It will, okay, you are not supposed to use color pen, you have to use only blue pen. So you have to underline the important points so that the teacher will come to know, okay, that boy or this girl, okay, he or she knows the answer well. Don't leave any answer. Try to complete the whole paper in the given time. So don't leave any answer. Okay, this is one word. I don't know what. Try to attempt all the sections. Okay, and try to complete the whole question paper in the given time. Okay. So unit test 1. Unit test 1 has 3 sections. So section A, section B, and section C. So section A has reading comprehension, okay, and section B has writing and grammar, and section C has the literature part. Okay, so the unit test 1 question paper consists of 3 sections, okay, totally for 40 marks. Section A, reading has 2 kinds of passage: factual passage or else discursive passage. So factual passage means it composed of information in a direct manner about a particular subject. Okay, so these passages focus completely on details or facts. So it may include instructions or a report or a description. Okay, and it always helps the reader to develop a complete idea of a specific person, place, object, or thing. Okay, so the second is discursive passage. So discursive passage means it may include the opinion of a person, okay, which are generally argumentative or else sometimes persuasive, okay, and interpretative. Okay, so it allows the students to arrive at a conclusion through reasoning and understanding rather than intuition. So discursive passage is such a kind of passage. Okay, so the types of questions in reading. So in reading comprehension you will be getting, okay, students, okay, in the examination, okay, they wanted to test, the students are tested on a variety of questions that the test, that it tests their inferential and understanding skills. So factual passage means you will be getting 8 very short answer type questions, okay, and each carries 1 mark. Okay, and in case of discursive passage you will be getting 4 short answer type questions, each carries 2 marks, and 4 multiple choice questions. So for multiple choice questions, you'll be getting vocabulary based questions, and it may include word formation or meanings and antonyms, synonyms and antonyms. Okay, so have that in mind. So now I want to tell you what are the steps to attempt reading comprehension. So read each and every line of the passage carefully. Reading the passage twice is always helpful as it helps in better understanding. So have to read the passage twice, have that in mind. And if the title of the passage is given, read it first. So the title will give you the central idea of the passage. Okay, and while you are reading you have to underline the difficult words, okay, from the passage. Okay, so maybe you might be tested by these words at the end, okay, in the short answer question or else in the vocabulary based questions, and you have to give emphasis on the beginning and ending of the passage. So there will be a continuation in the questions, so you can guess if the first question ends with in the para 1 and the second question answer will start from the next line of that first paragraph, right? While answering, be sure that you have clearly understood the question, and you have to ensure that your answer the question according to the mark it carries. If it is for 1 mark, then it is enough to write within 1 or 2 lines. Okay, no need to write such a big paragraph. Some of you used to write the entire passage as it is in the paper. Please avoid that. Okay, and try to use your own language, okay, and frame the answer according to the question. If the question is in present tense, you have to answer in the present tense. If it is in past tense, you have to answer in the past tense. So make sure in the answer that you use the same tense in which the question has been asked. Okay, and write the question number on each answer very carefully. So in case of choice you have to write the proper question number, remember that. And in case of vocabulary based questions, first check whether is it word meaning based. So if you are not sure of the meaning of the word, you have to guess it from the context. Okay, you might come across some new words, so I ask you to underline already, so try to guess, maybe this will be the answer for this. So, and in case of synonyms and antonyms, if they give any choice, try to find whether these words are there in the passage and try to write down. Okay, so these are the steps you have to follow while doing reading comprehension. Again and again I'm telling you, try to read the passage twice and have to get good marks, have to get full mark in reading comprehension. This should be your first target, right? So now the second part, the section 2. Section 2 has writing as well as the grammar. So descriptive paragraph, in the first video you might have seen. So descriptive paragraph for 5 marks, and editing will be given for 4 marks, and omission will be there for 3 marks, and sentence rearranging 3 marks. So descriptive paragraph of about a person, okay, and editing, these are the grammar topics, these 3 are the grammar topics, and this is the writing skill topic, okay. And section C consists of 3 parts. So the first one is read the extract, and read the extract will have 4 questions, okay. And the second part is short answer, and it's for 6 marks. Read the extract consists of 4 questions, and you will be getting 4 marks. Each question carries 1 mark. And for short answer, okay, 6 marks. Totally you are supposed to answer 3 questions out of 4, and each question carries 2 marks, right? Detail answer, there won't be any choice in detail answer. You have to answer the given question, and it's for 5 marks, right? So I told you about factual passage. I told you it's all about the facts. So have a look at this passage. Quite recently, India laid the foundation stone for one of its most sought after project, running a bullet train. It was very well considered as a dream project of the Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Entire India felt proud of having its first ever bullet train scheduled to run between Mumbai and Ahmedabad, a distance of 508 km in about 2 hours 35 minutes. In his own words, to grow one needs to expand one's dreams and decide one's strength to achieve that. It's the new India which has to fly high. So bullet train is a project that will provide pace to development. Along with new technology, it will also bring results faster, so he added. And according to Achal Khare, the managing director of the National High Speed Rail Corporation, the project would be completed by December 2023. So three more years we have to wait, and after that we'll be getting a bullet train. So it all began with the Prime Minister's ambitious dream of having a high-speed train in India that cuts the travel time and yet remains an economical option to go from one city to another. The technology of this high-speed rail, also known as HSR, was influenced by Japan, which runs a network of bullet trains in their country on Shikasan technology, making many cities well connected to others. According to a report, Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe offered to provide $12 billion of soft loans to build India's first bullet train. The loan was offered at an interest rate of 0.1% per year, with the repayment over 50 years and a moratorium for the first 15 years. The Japanese government will be bearing 80% of the total project cost, whereas the increase in cost estimate has to be borne by both India and Japan. The reason this deal between India and Japan is considered path breaking is that there is currently no financial institution in India that could provide such a huge funding to be repaid over as long a time as 50 years. So it's a factual passage, it's about facts. So go through the question. The foundation stone for which project in India was laid recently? So recently, the word is here. Just look, the word recently is here. Quite recently, India laid the foundation for the most of its project running bullet train, okay. So the foundation stone for its running a bullet train. So have tried. How much time will the bullet train take to run between Mumbai and Ahmedabad? The exact word is there, Mumbai and Ahmedabad. So how many times? In about 2 hours 35 minutes. What two benefits will the bullet train bring according to Moody. So according to Moody, what it will do, okay, it will reduce the travel time, okay, and what economical, it remains an economical option to go from one city to another, and it cuts the travel time too. So that is important. And so now did you get it how to answer to the questions? So just while reading, read twice and just underline, just check the words from the question in the passage, and the answers will be nearby that. Okay, so let's move on to the second passage, discursive passage. So look at the passage. Now you'll get an idea the difference between the factual and it's about fact, but look, it's about something convincing. Okay, happiness is like the sun, it is often hidden by the clouds of thoughts, worries and desires. We have to scatter and dissolve them to experience happiness. You don't have to create happiness, all you have to do is calm your mind, because when where there is a quiet mind and inner peace, there is happiness. Happiness is not something far away and unattainable. Happiness does not depend on circumstances, objects or events. It is an inseparable part of our consciousness, of our essence, but hidden and covered from sight by our thoughts, desires and worries. The mind is always in a constant race from one thought to another, from one worry to another. It constantly moves from one object or task to another, never standing still. This restlessness hides the happiness that is within you. So it is like a choppy sea that hides the bottom. When the sea gets calm, you can see the bottom. In the same way, when the mind gets quiet, you sense the happiness that is within you. You cannot see a treasure at the bottom of a stormy and muddy lake, although it is there. So, however, when the wind stops, the water becomes still and the mud sinks. You can see the treasure. So, the treasure is there whether you see it or not. So, so is happiness. It is always here, only hidden by thoughts, desires, and worries. So, happiness is always there, only it was hidden by desires and worries. So, look at the questions. One more paragraph is there, you just read it. What is common between happiness and the sun? So, happiness is like the sun. It is often hidden by the clouds of thoughts, worries, and desires. So, like the sun, happiness is often hidden by the sun, is often hidden by the clouds. The same way, happiness is hidden by the clouds of thoughts, worries, and desires. So, thoughts, worries, and desire is considered as a cloud that hides the happiness. Okay, how can we enjoy moments of happiness in our life? So how can we enjoy? It's in the next line. So happiness something that you cannot inattainable, so try to enjoy. Okay, and how can we detect the treasure at the bottom of a stormy and muddy lake? How can we detect? So at once when the wind stops, water becomes still and mud sinks, and you can see the treasure. Okay, so this is a sample, so try to find answer for the next questions. And the word scatter in para 1 means the same as, so whether it is throw, distribute, disperse, sprinkle. First find out where is the word scattered in passage 1. Okay, and try to read that line again. Okay, and then you will be getting an idea what is the meaning if it is a new word to you, but scatter is not a new word to you. So but look here, distribute also it's similar, sprinkle, disperse, so it's all similar, but you have to find the exact meaning. So make sure that you are choosing the right word. And which of the following word in para 1 means the same as one and the same? So find the words and antonym, go through the option and just check there. Okay, so these are the steps you have to follow while attending the discursive passage. And this is the editing. Editing means just check whether it has error in the preposition, articles, pronoun, okay, concord, okay, singular, plural. So sometimes the question word, okay, so you have to edit. So first go through the entire passage and check it is in what tense. Okay, and then you have to find, if the given passage is in present tense, then the entire line should be in present tense. If not, okay, you have to change it. So make sure whether the error is in preposition or articles or conjunction or concord, subject verb agreement, that is, or singular, plural, or else tense. Okay, so this is all about um, editing and omission. So in this passage they had omitted some words, so you have to find it. For this you have to read again and again the passage. Imagine there a bank, that credits you your account morning with a lot of money. Imagine there a bank that credits. So there a bank, it seems some word is missing, right? So if you read twice, you'll get it, okay, which word is missing, and you can write. And simply you have to write the before word, after word, and make sure you are writing the exact word. Here the word is missing, so is, and the previous word is there, and the after word is a. So how to write that also correctly, so don't write something else. Okay, this is all about omission. And rearrange, I hope you know, okay, how to frame answers, sentence in sentence reordering. So thank you, dear students. So go through this, and for you the homework is, I had shown you 2 reading passage and as well as 3 grammar exercise. This is via revision test. Okay, so do it, please watch the video, okay, and do the reading comprehension, 2 reading comprehension, as well as factual passage, discursive passage, editing, omission, sentence reordering. This is the revision test, and I will enter these marks too. Okay, so try to do it properly, okay, and utilize the time properly. Best of luck for your exams. This is the last revision class, so thank you, meet you during exam. All the best, students.